Good evening, everybody.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Are you feeling all right tonight? Are you feeling all right tonight? Because I'm feeling all right tonight. Are you feeling all right tonight?
I'm feeling all right tonight. Are they feeling all right tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Are they feeling all right
Well,
tonight?
yeah. Welcome to Casual Conversation. My name is Monie.
And my name is Donna. I'm Mrs. Casual.
And I am Mrs. Conversation. She calls me Mrs. Conversation. She said because I like to talk more than she do. But when she get to going, y'all, she get to going.
Yeah, I get to going. That's what I do. If something gets in, if something come up in your spirit, you just gotta let it out. So it begins to flow like that. That's all.
Well, that's good when you're flowing and you're getting into a conversation. So that's a good thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so you get into
it's good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I got my little red
cup in it tonight. I'm plain Jane tonight.
I am too. I got some new lipstick. Y'all like it's cute, right? Cutie wooty.
I got on chapstick.
You got on chapsticky? Yeah. I just wanted to see how this one. To see the color.
You see really the color. Wear too much makeup anyway. What's in a blue moon?
But I like a little lipstick. I don't like loud lipstick. Too much, too loud. I like something that's little mellow lipstick. Mellow. Yeah, I don't like it too loud.
Everybody has their own flavors. I was just saying, I never really. Well, I'm not gonna say that.
What?
I mean, some of us in my family like makeup. Some of us don't. Some of us just love lipstick. Won't go out the house without lipstick. Some of us love lipstick. Pretty much a lot of times lipstick and eyes. I got sensitive skin, so that stuff breaks me out. Or I get allergic reaction, so
that's not your thing.
It's not my thing.
Well, that's good.
But I celebrate those who that's your thing.
I like him. Some people do look nice when they put their makeup on.
Really beautiful when they put their makeup on.
Mm-hmm. I don't wear makeup all the time.
I really just like my eyes done. My eyes.
I can't wear it every day though.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be applauding the people. You gotta be to work at 7. And you got a full face done. I don't know how you do it.
Oh, well, some people really be into their makeup, honey.
Do my hair that time of the morning.
Well, that's why I keep my hair braided because I don't want to comb my hair. I want to just get up and go. I'm not combing anything.
How do you do that? I don't know. I'll be like, you go ahead. You go ahead, girl.
Ooh. Yeah, so some people are pros at it. So how y'all doing? I'm doing all right. Just taking one day at a time like everybody else, because I know it's a lot going on in this world. There's a lot going on around and about us. You know what I mean? There's a lot of grief, a lot of sorrow, a lot of death, a lot of pain. Yeah.
A lot of pain.
A lot of pain. So, a lot of us need prayer.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Prayer for strength. You know what I mean? Prayer that God will keep our mind, that God will keep us strong in the midst of all the stuff we're going through, all the things that we're facing. You know what I'm saying? So it's a journey.
Yeah.
This life is a journey. It truly is a journey.
I was just talking about that, like with God, we never understand the things that we got to go through in life, but it's the good and it's the bad.
All the time,
opposites of everything. The good, the bad, the happy, the sad, life, death, it's different things.
Yeah.
Happy,
the circle of life.
It's like really, the circle. Yeah, that's like the circle of life. It is a circle of life. Saying? It's all a part of the circle of life. Just like we mentioned not too long ago, it's what was coming to me was about when we talked about the bad hand and the good hand.
Oh, yeah.
Times in life you dealt a bad hand, and there is the good hand you dealt, but sometimes we stay stuck in the bad hand. You know what I'm saying? We stay stuck in the bad hand in life, and we never look at the good things that happen in life too. You know what I mean? All we think about is the bad that happened or the negative that happened. And a lot of times we stay stuck in that area of life, and we never look at the things we accomplished or the things we've been blessed with. We never look at those areas.
Well, this is me talking. I think a lot of times because negativity is more talked about in a conversation than more positive things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think people like to, it just like more negative stuff.
Dwell on negative.
Yeah, a lot of negative stuff people dwell on more than anything. Anything positive, for real, when something positive comes, it get a,
you're right. It do. But that's why we're supposed to rejoice when others are blessed in blessings, but we don't. A lot of times people get jealous or envious of it instead of celebrating it.
Oh, yeah.
So when your time comes, you celebrate it too. So people don't learn to celebrate the good. They learn to dwell in the bad things or celebrate the negativity.
I don't know why, or if you get blessed or something, who they think they is? You think you're better than something? Yeah. Instead of just saying, oh, congratulations.
Yeah, I'm happy for you. Yeah, a lot of times people don't do that. Instead, oh, well, I'm going to show them what I will wait till I get this, or wait.
Or make it a competition or show it off. Yeah.
And it doesn't really make sense. Yeah, I never understood that. You know what I mean? You're supposed to celebrate each other's prosperity. You know what I mean? Each other's growth, in things. That's where support comes in. That's what support is in a relationship or as a friendship or anything, a husband, whatever, wife, whatever, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever you call yourself these days.
She says these days. I'm hurt.
Well, I have to say these days because I don't know the terms no more. You know what I mean? Hook up, whatever.
She said that.
I don't know. No, stop. No, I'm just saying you gotta begin to celebrate one another. Happiness is what you make it. That's what I believe. Happiness is what you make it.
Yeah, because a lot of times people look for other people to make them happy. And you know what I mean? You can't do that because when that person is not around you,
what then? You're not going to be happy anymore? Happiness is really what you make it.
Or it's within, you know what I mean? It's within you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I say.
Within you.
It is
happiness is within you. The other thing that came in my spirit just today, like, don't count me out. You know what I mean? A lot of people tend to count people out because they think they gave up, or they think they're not able to succeed or accomplish whatever goals they're trying to achieve because they're looking out the outside, looking in, but really don't know what's going on in you, what you're fighting with, what you're dealing with, what you got to go through, what has hindered you from moving forward. You know what I mean? They don't know what's going on in your immediate circle or in your inner you or in your life. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I'm like, don't count me out. You know what I mean? People look at my condition but don't know the fighter in me. And that's how people do with other people. People don't know the fighter in you. They begin to count you out without knowing the fighter in you. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I look at those type of things. I know I look at a lot of stuff like to say, push, keep pushing through the pain, keep pushing, even when you're stuck, just keep trying to push, even if you take one step at a time, one step a day, push your way out of something, because a lot of times that's how you make it out, through pushing. And I have to say, I pushed a lot through pain throughout my whole life. That's why I always talk about pushing, because that's the only way I could have survived and made it or accomplished what I've accomplished in my life. If I gave up and decided to let people count me out because they look at my limp when I walk or whatever, oh, she got arthritis and this and that, she can't do this or she can't do that. I wasn't letting somebody count me out. And I'm advising you not to let somebody count you out because of what they looking at your condition and not looking at the fighter in you. You know what I mean? Looking at, because I've accomplished a lot in my life, you know what I mean? With my condition, you know.
Go ahead.
I really have, you know what I mean? I fight through pain every day since I was 13 years old. I became a medical, I went to college, I became a medical assistant. I did stuff on crutches through school. I've worked as a CNA, a LPN, a RN, a director of nursing, and now I moved up in a different area. But I kept on going through the pain in spite of, and I'm just encouraging people, you got to keep pushing through the pain, through whatever you got to fight against. That's the only way you're going to continue to achieve something. You can't let one setback take away your dreams or stop you from accomplishing anything. You know what I mean? I'm being a little transparent in here today. I don't like to really talk about myself or my personal business, but that's something I feel like it can help somebody. You know what I mean? A lot of people get diagnosed with certain diseases, or a lot of children are born with certain conditions from young, because I've worked with a lot of kids since in nursing, with a lot of kids who were born with deformities, you know, and they was happy as can be because that's the only life they know. But then there's people who knew normal, and then but when abnormal came, they gave up. See, I knew normal, but when abnormal hit my life, I chose not to give up. I chose to keep fighting through it, where a lot of times people tend to give up in that abnormality that comes against them. But I know I always thank God every day as I'm getting older that he gave me the will to fight, the motivation to push through, because if I didn't have that, I wouldn't have made it. If I didn't have the courage to speak to myself, life to myself, I didn't count on other people to be there for me, to push me or encourage me to do this or do that. I had to count on me and know that I had God on my back to support me, because I couldn't count on other people. You cannot always count on other people to push you somewhere. Sometimes you got to find the fighter in you to push you and make yourself move forward in life and achieve what you're trying to achieve. And I'm going to shut up.
No, you better go ahead. No, that's good. You know, well, you got to fight the good fight of faith. You know what I mean? You got to fight. You got to have faith in yourself. I know everybody look for everybody to have faith in them, but you got to have faith in yourself. You got to believe in yourself. You got to have confidence in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because imagine if nobody had confidence in you, then what you going to do? You just not going to fight?
That's
you know what I'm saying?
I fought a lot of obstacles in life, because if people looked at my outside condition, they would never know how much I fought through life to be where I'm at today, or to achieve the things that I've achieved in life, because I didn't let the abnormality stop me. And it's plenty of people born with different abnormalities that didn't stop them either, that got careers and a life and family and different things. Because that's what I chose for myself. When I had a lot of dreams before the abnormality hit me. Okay. That, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. Because I was like, I wanted to, I liked dancing a lot, I liked cheerleading, I liked all that kind of stuff. And I still tried out for all that kind of stuff in spite of the pain. And I could do I'll never forget this. When it first hit me, I tried out for cheerleading when I was about 15 in high school with my girlfriends. And I could do the splits. I could do everything. And they had to judge you to see if you got on the team. So the captains. So they gave me 10s on splits, gave me all of that. But what they said was, because that's when the arthritis first hit and it was hurting my feet. They said I didn't have enough jump. So that's when it first affected. So that knocked out one of my dreams or goals. But I didn't let that stop me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't let that stop me from making another goal or having another dream to accomplish it. By the time I was in 11th grade, I couldn't even walk. I had to use crutches because the arthritis ate my bones so bad. But I didn't let that stop me. I got to like halfway through the 11th grade, and then I had to get tutored the rest of high school. But check this out. Being tutored at home, I wasn't valedictorian, but I was number 27 in a class of 300. Being tutored at home, not in a classroom. So I didn't let it stop me. I didn't let it discourage me. I graduated. Then I said, oh, I'm going to college. But right when I was about to go to college, I had to get surgery on my leg. So that stopped. But then I said, that's okay. I'm going to just go to next year. And that's what I did. And then while I was in college, I had to get another surgery. I kept going on crutches. So you know what I mean? I fought a long fight. I didn't let my abnormality stop me. And a lot of times people let somebody breaking up with them stop them from their goals. So I look at stuff like that and be like, that's frivolous. You know, that's trivial. That's frivolous stuff. You know what I mean? You can't let heartbreak, you got a whole life to live. In this life, you're going to have many heartbreaks. You're going to have many different obstacles, rejections, and different things to happen to you in this life. Everybody ain't going to tell you yes. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't going to accept you. Everybody not going to receive you. You know what I mean? But you got to love or look at the people that do. Or look at the people that do say yes, or the people, you know, that do accept you. You can't always look at the things that rejected you or don't accept you. You have to move forward to the things that will. When I kept fighting and I achieved all the goals. I wanted a career, so I got one in spite of. And to check this out, this is how good God is. I had a career where I had to stand and walk every day in it. So I'm trying to tell you, I couldn't walk. I went from not walking to walking in a career. That's how good God is. And that's how good self-motivation, faith in yourself, that's where to get you. I went from not walking to walking. I'm getting older now. But I'm still walking.
Yeah, it's all about being persistent, right?
Persistent, motivated.
Yes.
Encouraging yourself. You can do it. Don't let yourself get stuck in a pity party over an abnormality or something that comes up against you. When you start getting in that pity party, that's when you start seeking deeper and deeper into being stuck. That is the truth. You know what I mean? Because you get to the point where, I'm just not going to do. You know, I'm just not going to do because I can't. See, I just don't believe in I can't because I had to. In order to have a life, I had to. So in order to have a life, sometimes you gotta do it in spite of the pain, in spite of the pressure, in spite of the disappointments in life. You gotta, because you got to in order to live. You have to. You know what I mean? Or you want to either choose to stop living. The choice is yours. You know what I mean? You can be faced with an abnormality and just let that overtake you and choose to stop living. Mm-hmm. I didn't. I chose to live, even with it. Just like I said, you got to make the best of the good hand that you're dealt, and you got to make the best of the bad hand that you dealt. You never will understand why you dealt that bad hand. But the thing about it is, sometimes you dealt a bad hand so you could be an example for somebody else to make it. And a lot of people have looked at me and my struggle and be like, oh, why don't you just go sit down and get on disability somewhere? A lot of people have said that to me. Even in my nursing career, people would say that to me. And I'd be like, no, don't count me out. That's where my topic comes from. Don't count me out.
I know you're right.
You know, you don't know the fighter in me.
Come on here.
Don't count me out. You don't know the fighter in me. And a lot of times, I'm not giving up the fight. I don't choose to give up the fight. So it bothers me. Sometimes I'm going to just tell you, my pet peeve is when I see people with full use of their limbs, free of pain, you know what I mean? And they just doing nothing with their life. Just not doing. It kind of bothers me because I wish I had a pain-free, full moving, could do what I wanted to do, free of pain. And this person is just giving up on life. That's what bothers me. They give up. That's what I like today, especially when I see the younger generation just giving up on life. And they don't have no health condition, no limbs missing, nothing wrong with their arms, their legs, not even nothing wrong with their mind. But they choose to give up on life. When there's so much out here, so many dreams, so many goals to be accomplished, so many things you can do outside. You don't have to stay in your box or where you at. You know what I mean? I wasn't raised in richness. A lot of people are, oh, you got to be rich. You must have been rich. No, I wasn't raised in richness. You know, I was born and raised in the city of Camden, like a lot of people I know. But I said, I had my dreams I wanted to accomplish. So I had to fight to achieve them. And that's what I did. It took hard work. You know what I mean? And what I'm finding is a lot of people don't want to work hard. They don't want to work to achieve their goal. A lot of people don't want to work to achieve that goal. They want everything easy. I mean, you can't get everything easy. Life is not easy. Of course, it's a blessing when somebody blesses you and you don't got to work for it. That's a major blessing. You should be so excited for something like that. In reality, if somebody blesses you with something and you don't really have to work for it, that's a blessing. But when you got to work for it, a lot of times you appreciate it more. You know what I mean? You appreciate it more. I done that. I achieved that. I accomplished that. You know what I mean? But I'm not taking anything away from people who've been blessed to, I'm talking to the people who feel like they didn't have it growing up, so they couldn't come out of their environment. They couldn't make it. I'm talking to those people, you know what I mean, who want to just continue to stay stuck in a box, and don't want to open the lid of the box to see what else is out there. That's who I'm talking to. I had to open the lid of my box. I had to look beyond my box of sickness when I was young to achieve what I achieve now. And a lot of times, if you can't, and sometimes fear said, don't get me wrong, I was scared plenty of times. Am I going to not be able to do this? You know, am I going to be crippled? You know what I mean? Where I can't walk no more. Am I going to do this? Is this going to happen to me? You know what I mean? Because I did have dreams, because I know people who diagnosed with my condition at 12. My condition was called juvenile rheumatoid arthritis. It made me so laugh, because back in those days, older people would look at me and laugh, thought I was being sarcastic and making a joke, when they would be like, well, when I had to wind up on my crutches, they would be like, well, what's wrong with you? And I would say, oh, I got arthritis. And I was only like 13, 14 then. And they would turn their nose up at me, because they thought I was being smart, because it wasn't heard of for a child to have arthritis. It wasn't heard of back then. But here, it wasn't until I went to a place called the Children's Seashore House till I realized, see, out here, people don't really know what's going on in the inside of medical conditions and different things. When you living out here in the world as a child, you have no idea that these children exist, because you in your own play world that are so sick and have so many conditions. The doctor sent me, this wasn't until I was 16, the doctor sent me for rehab to get exercise and everything. And I had to stay there for 4 months. It was in Atlantic City then, but now it's it's connected to the Children's Hospital in Philly now. And I was feeling kind of down that I had to go there. I was still on my crutches then. And I was a little down on myself at that time. But when I got in there, in the facility, I'm going up the elevator. And when the elevator opened, this is just a story that always sticks with me. This is what I mean about fighting your abnormality, fighting beyond what comes up against you. Continue to achieve your goal. When the elevator opened, it was a 10-year-old boy with burns over 90% of his body. And I could see all the burns all over his whole face. And he had the biggest, beautiful smile on his face. And I just said, when I went to bed that night in that place, and I said, Lord, I'm not going to cry over my condition no more. I'm going to fight and make the best life that I can, because there's always somebody worse off than me. And then while I was in there, I seen children born with my condition. They was in wheelchairs. They was contracted all up. And I said, Lord, all I got to do is walk with a crutch. I'm going to be all right. I said, I'm sorry for how I've been acting. I'm sorry for how I was feeling about my condition, when there's so many other people out here worse off than me. So it was an awakening when I saw that. And I just said, oh, I'm going to keep on fighting and keep on doing what I got to do in life, because there's always somebody worse off than you. So that's my spiel, and I'm sticking to it. And I pray I encourage somebody to just continue to fight and continue to move forward and not stay stuck in their conditions. Stop staying stuck looking at what's going on, all the bad, all the negativity in your life, and start thinking about the positive moves you can make to make things better.
Oh, I mean, she done said a whole mouthful, didn't she? I ain't got nothing to say. I was just, eating it up. It's a song called You Fight On. So, people we just got to fight on.
Yeah.
Just fight on.
You just got to fight on. Certain things happen. You still just got to fight.
Yeah.
Don't let people count you out because they looking at your condition and your situation instead of looking at the fighter in you. But sometimes you got to get around people that see the fighter in you, because there's people that will never see the fighter in you. You know what I mean? Who that will count you out. Oh, they not going to be nothing. They not going to do nothing. They just saying the same old, same old, same old. But you got to look at the fighter in you. You know what I mean?
Hi, sister.
You got to fight against it. You got to keep on fighting.
Yeah, you do. Got to keep on fighting. You got to fight on and keep on fighting.
I'm sorry. I'm emotional because I'm a little emotional because when I talk about it, I get a little emotional because I have to look back and it reminds me of all that I accomplished. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And a lot of times people don't look back and see what they accomplished. You got to look back and look at your accomplishments, not always look back and look at the bad that happened to you. Look at that you made it through it. You know what I mean? You got to look at you made it through it. And a lot of times people don't look at that they made it through it. They look at, just keep reminding themselves of the bad that happened. So if you keep doing that, you're gonna stay stuck. You don't want to stay stuck. You want to live your life. You want to move forward. You want to enjoy life. You know what I mean? Yeah, because this is when I was out there in the world. I can testify that I was in the clubs. I even went to the club with my crutch, honey. And somebody asked me to dance. My crutch was against the mirror. And I was like, you sure? They was like, you sure you want crutches? I was like, yeah. You know, they couldn't tell because I like to dance. And that's what I did. I danced. In spite of a crutch, in spite of the pain, I danced in that pain because I chose to enjoy life.
That's good money right there, you heard me?
I really did. I danced in that pain. I partied in that pain.
I hear you. I don't know how you said.
Yeah, you know, you can testify about it.
It was hanging out all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's a encouraging word. So we got, and then listen, real talk. Like when we hear something encouraging, we gotta grab a hold of it and we gotta work it. Mm-hmm. Order for what you hear to work, you gotta take what's for you and you gotta work it. You grab whatever is for you and work that joint so you can see how it's supposed to be. In order for you to know that it works, you got to work it. You got to try it out. Try and see. Mm-hmm. Try and see if that's for you. If happiness is for you, try it out. Yes. If joy is for you, try it out. Yes. If victory for you, try it out. Yes. It is nothing wrong with trying it out. Moving forward, if it's for you, try it out. Getting up out of the bed and stop being depressed and stop being in your head. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And do something different, achieve something different, go back to school. You know what I mean? Or whatever.
Start even a new hobby or
whatever. Or business.
Activity.
You know what I'm saying? Try it out and see how it make you feel. You try it out. You know what I mean? Don't take our word for it. You step in and you work that. You work that victory. You work that business. You work that accomplishment. Mm-hmm. You work it. So you can know how it feels. Because sometimes some people be looking for people to work it for them.
Yes.
But you can't let nobody else do something for you because you ain't going to be happy. That's that person doing it. You just smiling on the outside like, oh, yeah. You understand what I'm saying? But when you do it and you achieve something, then they put a smile on your face. It makes your heart smile. You make your own heart smile. You don't need nobody else to make your heart smile. You make your heart smile. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So you got to fight. You know what I mean? Get up out of that bed. Shake it off. You know what I mean? Shake it off. Shake all that stuff off and say you can do it.
Yes.
You can do it.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it.
If I can do it, anybody can do it. I'm a firm believer in that.
You can do it. Pray about it. Give it to God and say, God, lead and guide me. Ain't nothing wrong with putting God in it.
No.
Put him in it and ask him to lead and guide you. Ask him to give you the strength. Yes. You understand what I'm saying? Ask him to renew you in the spirit of your mind. You feel me? Come on now. That's what God is there for. We're supposed to be praying for him and ask him to help us.
Yes.
Like I told him on Sunday, get back to your destiny. Go back and get your destiny.
Yes.
Go back. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Whatever you go back and get it. Go get it. You can do it. You can do it. Long as your mind is set to do it, you can do anything you set your mind to. You set your mind to do it. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying?
That's the truth.
You do it. You accomplish it. You can make it. Mm-hmm. You can do it. You feel me? You can do it. All you got to do is just keep on pressing on. Mm-hmm. You got to press on. Don't let what you're going through make you stuck or make you just stay right where you at. Your situation is that. Push through that situation. You heard me? Mm-hmm. Push through. You got to keep on pushing. You know what I'm saying? Because if you stay there and keep dwelling, then you won't move because you'll be there with the dwelling mind. Mm-hmm. You'll be there with the wandering mind. Mm-hmm. You'll be there with the confused mind. Mm-hmm. You'll be there with the mind that said, oh, I can't do it. So when you start saying you can't do it, then you begin to start doubting yourself. And you don't want to doubt yourself because you got victory on your mind.
Yes.
You got victory on your mind. You feel me? Come on, real talk. Like, what's really going on?
That's the truth.
So come on now.
Yes.
So yeah, you gotta really, press on, and you gotta know that you're a fighter. If you a fighter, fight through. Mm-hmm. The Bible declares, think it not strange, the fiery trials. You heard me say the fiery trials, which are to try you. Even though some strange things happen to you, the Bible teaches us to rejoice. We're supposed to rejoice. Mm-hmm. You heard me? We have to rejoice. Yes. Don't let doubt, don't let pain, don't let anxiety overtake you.
Yes.
Don't let it control you.
Yes.
You understand? You speak what you seek until you see what you said. You know what I'm saying? You speak life back into your own self.
Yes.
Go into the mirror and you speak life to yourself.
That's the truth.
Your words have power.
They surely do.
Whatever you speak, that's what it's going to be. Because whatever you speak, that's what you believe. You heard? Real talk. Hi, everybody that came on. Welcome to Casual Conversation. My name is Monie.
My name is Donna.
And we are talking about being a fighter, the fighter in you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a fighter in you.
Yes, there is.
So you just continue to press on. You continue to fight on. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The Bible says, too, we can do all things through Christ that strengthens us. You know what I'm saying? That word strengthen means to make us stronger. Christ makes us stronger.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? So you got to lean and depend on God, for real. Mm-hmm. You can depend on God. He is the strong tower. You can depend on God. He's the rock in the weary land. My God in him is the one I trust. You feel me? So I'm telling you, you got to really begin to believe and have faith. The Bible declares without faith, it's impossible to please him, meaning God. He that comes to God must believe that he is a rewarder to them that diligently seek him. You understand what I'm saying? So, you got to have faith. You got to have faith in yourself, have faith in God. You understand what I'm saying? And, I always got taught the failure is not in God. The failure is in us. So when things don't go right, we blame God. Don't blame God. The failure is not in God. The failure is in us. So, you know what I'm saying? Get back to believing in you. Get back to accomplishing what's in your life, what's in your mind to do. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever your hands find to do, do it. You know what I'm saying? The Bible even teaches about the tree is known by the fruit it bears. You heard me? You got to bear some fruit in your life. You know what I'm talking about? Like what's really going on? You heard? So, you know what I'm saying? You got to fight that though. You heard me? Mm-hmm. Real talk. So, yeah.
Yeah. That's like, yeah. People don't, I don't know. That's why I said other people may not see the fighter in you, but you got to see it in you.
You have to. You got to believe in yourself because people fall off every day.
They surely do.
They'll be down with you 1 minute, then the next minute they ain't down with you no more. Then what you gonna do? You gonna just lie down like it? Why you can't let that stop you from doing what you need to do. People gonna be people. You understand what I'm saying? People will fail you. You know what I'm saying? 1 minute they get singing your praises, and the next minute they say crucify, crucify, crucify. They crucify you in a minute. For real.
That is the truth.
So you know what I'm saying? And then whatever path you on, God will put the right people on your path. Yes. You got to let God put the right people on your path.
Yes, that happened. You know, that happens.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, you got to know. It was so weird. You got to know in your journey when that person comes as well. You know, you got to be aware to it because I can even say from my career start, I wanted to be a computer engineer. I went to college for it. And I left. And then I wound up going to medical assistant school. And then it was a girl in that class. She was like, me and her would be competing to get in the class, raising her hand to answer the questions. And then one day we hooked up and she was like, well, I'm about to go to LPN school. And I was like, well, how you do that? And she educated me on that. And I took that step. So my career went in the direction it was supposed to go. Because sometimes you don't know what career you want when you're young, like 19, whatever, 20, you don't know. But sometimes you'll hook up. God, you'll meet that person in your journey. You know, that's why I said sometimes people let emotions, jealousy, envy keep them from getting to their destiny a lot of times. Because I could have been like jealous of that person because she, you know, I'm in the class raising, I get it right, she get it right. We could have been against each other, but instead of being against each other, we united. And then I got educated from her on how to do something. And I wasn't big-headed or nothing, because I could have been like, oh, you can't tell me nothing. I said, no, I want to know how to do that. How you do that? You know what I mean? So that uplifted me. That pushed me forward in my career. But a lot of times people miss those moments in life like that. Because instead of learning, they be in competition, jealousy, envy, all of those types of things, instead of learning from a person.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's the truth.
I know. You know, because you know me, well, I'm a writer. I like to write and stuff like that. Well, plays and skits, and I do all that stuff like that. But I ain't never, you know, we did little skits and stuff, but I never been on a major stage before. So somebody came along, Minister Barbara came along, and she was like, I got a part. And she was like, I think you will rock this part. And I'm like, no. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't think I can do this. You know what I said? She said, oh, I believe you can. She believed in me. You know what I mean? She said, I know you. She said, you know, I seen your skills. And she said, I believe that you can do this. You know what I'm saying? And I said, all right. And I was a little nervous at first because, you know, she said, well, I'm going to send you a script. You know what I'm saying? And she sent me the script. And I said, Lord, it was like 15 pages. Wow. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. But she believed that I can do it. She's like, it's not as bad as you think it is. She was like, let's do a read and see how comfortable you are. And I read it, and she was like, oh, you can do this. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot to the script, right? So like the kids in my church, they were like, Pastor, you can do it. They were like, you know how you know them scriptures? They were like, treat that script like you would treat that Bible. Like you know, like you go on that Bible, how you would memorize all that. Act like that's your Bible. You understand what I'm saying? And embrace it and do like you do with the word of God. I did it like that. And when Minister Barbara, she trusted me and she put me on that stage. And I was the star. She made me the star. I'm like, you won't trust me to be the star of your thing. And you know, this is my first time ever. She was like, yes. Put me on that stage. Man, rock that joint. You know what I'm saying? Because she had faith in me. You understand what I'm saying? So I had to, when she had faith in me, I had to take what she had in me and use it for myself.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? And everybody was like, oh my God, you are amazing. You know? So she just, you know, and then she put me on a bigger stage than that. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm like, she said, don't you start. Do what you do. Do what you do. And I said, all right now. And then I you know what I'm saying? I said, oh, wow, I can really, you know, act. I can do this thing. You understand? And she had switched the script. She done added more. I said, she's like, you will be all right. She done added stuff and everything. She's like, you gonna be fine. And I rocked that too. You know what I'm saying? I was like, so she taught me, you know what I mean, how to be confident as an actress. Because I ain't never been on no, you know, big stage. Like she had faith in me to put me on a big stage.
Yeah.
She saw something in me and I'm like, you sure? She was like, girl, please. And everybody, you know, when everybody saw me, they were just like, you are amazing. You know, I'm a clown anyway. I'm naturally a clown. You understand what I'm saying? So I put my personality on the character and I work that character. You heard me? So that's what I'm saying. I had to believe in myself. I know she believed that, and she put me there, and I was like a little nervous, like, oh, I don't want to mess this up for you. I don't want. She's like, you ain't gonna mess it up. You gonna do good. So I had to change my mindset. You understand? And said, you know what? I can do this. I can do this. I can get up on this stage in front of all these people, and I can rock the joint.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Well, the first time she let me, me and Donna acted together. You know what I'm saying? We did good. You know what I'm saying? But I was just saying that because, you know, I was just like, you want to really trust me with that? And she was like, yeah. I said, I'm just, you know, we do small little skits. And I said, this is something huge.
That was huge.
This is a big production. And she was like, yeah, I'm going to trust you right with my production. Yeah. And it became a success because I had to believe in me. So, because I write my own stuff as well, and I got a Black History play that is like phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? And Minister Barbara always encouraged me, like with the Black History play. You know, she said one day, she's like, one day, she's like, Monique, one day, that thing is going to be on a big stage. She's like, I can see that Black History play on a big stage. You understand what I'm saying? So you understand what I mean? So that keep me going. You understand what I mean with my writing and my acting? Because I'm like, oh Lord, is it ever gonna go anywhere? But it went. I went on a big stage. You know what I'm saying? I was like, and my brother was like, how did you get on that big stage like that? I was like, yeah, I got some, you know, got some friends that you know, entrust me with my acting career. You understand what I'm saying? So it was a blessing to really be under somebody's tutelage.
Yes. Like, yeah. Sometimes you may have done a thing for years, but then you may meet somebody who has done some things as well. You know what I mean? But they want you to come in to what they're doing.
Yes.
So you have to humble yourself to be able to learn from them.
Yes.
You know what I mean? In spite of what you know.
Amen.
You know what I mean? You learn from them and add on to what you know. But a lot of times people, find that hard to do.
Yeah, I had to do it because that's why I said, y'all, I was a playwright. We did plays and skits and, in my church, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so basically she had to throw that out the window and submit under that director.
Yeah. And I did too. And it came out phenomenal because I don't know everything. You can always learn something. Yes. And she taught me a whole nother world about acting, she even taught me how to direct and how to do all kind of things. You understand what I'm saying? But I had to humble myself. You understand what I'm saying? And learn under her tutelage. So that was a blessing for me. You know what I'm saying? To make me more confident. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That I can achieve anything in the theatrical career if I want to, with my writing and anything, because she encouraged me.
Yes.
You understand what I mean? I could have been like, girl, I've been writing and but I didn't do that. I said, what can I learn from you?
Yeah.
How can I be a better writer? How can I be a better actress? How can I be a better director?
Yeah, that's the truth.
You feel me?
That's how it is.
But that's real talk. It's for real.
No.
That's a real thing. You heard me?
Mm-hmm. Dry mouth, don't you?
Yeah, because we've been running that mouth. But it's about being a fighter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she helped me be a fighter, like with my writing and everything. So I thank God for her. Shout out to Minister Barbara. I love you with my whole life. You know what I mean? Mwah, mwah. Thank you.
Yes.
For the opportunity to stretch me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I can have more confidence in me.
Yeah.
And what I do, you know what I'm saying? Because I am a writer. I am an actress. I'm an actress.
That's what she do in the mirror. I'm an actress.
Yes, baby.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
real talk. This is how good God is. It was amazing because she was, before Mr. Barbara offered her the part, she was in the mirror going, I'm an actress. I'm an actress. And then like 2 weeks later, Mr. Barbara called out the blue. So offering her to roll in the play. And then she said, oh, there's a part in there for your sister-in-law too. And I said, oh, okay. Sure, I'll try.
Yeah.
Well, we had a good time.
We did. You know,
it just shows you, like, sometimes that's just something new we tried. That's why I'm saying something that's coming out the box of what we were doing. So we came out, we allowed ourselves to come out the box and try something different that brought us to a whole nother level. We always, like she said, was doing skits, and I was acting in the skits and stuff with her. But then we decided, no, okay, to humble ourselves under somebody else and learn to see, like she said, stretched.
Yeah.
Like we never thought we could act on a stage
or
whatever
and learn all them
lines.
There was a lot of lines
and stuff. We never thought we could do that. So that's what I'm saying. If you look into yourself and see the fighter in you, you can do whatever you put your mind to do.
Come on,
you have to motivate yourself. Keep yourself encouraged. Even though one thing, just like I say, even when things look negative coming at you, that's when you really got to bring the fighter out. Well, I got to deal with this. You know what I mean? I got to get through this. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll look back and say, oh, I can't believe I made it through that.
Yeah.
I can't believe I made it through that.
Because let me tell you, the Bible says life and chance happens to us all. Life happens to us all.
Yes.
As long as we human and we in this flesh, life gonna happen. There ain't nobody getting away from life happening. Nobody. Because we are human. That is in the nature of us being human.
Yes.
Of us going through things. Things happening. You understand what I'm saying?
That's how you grow.
Yes.
How you learn.
Yes.
What to do, what not to do.
How to do it. How to show somebody else.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how
it's
it
like
works.
the circle of life. Like
Yes.
real talk. You heard me?
It is.
It's the circle of life.
It's just like, well, you can even look at it like when you have a child. Like you've been through things in life. Then when you have a child, you got to teach that child the things of life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how it works, and how to stand, and how to fight, and make it through this and make it through that. You know what I mean? That's life.
Yes. Yeah, so tonight we was talking about the fighter in you. I don't want nobody ever to give up. Don't give up. In case in point, because I could say this, it was it's a young man.